Father God, bless our worships. Amen.
As a head football coach, my job is to teach these boys that to worship is what it means to win.
Keep fighting!
My little brother was diagnosed with leukemia. It just pushes me to be stronger.
He's so sweet.
Gone on a couple of dates.
You don't know how to kiss.
Come on.
Show us.
I have 60 brothers around me. God has given me this family.
I always do trust in God.
You can beat a team, but it's hard to beat a family.
Nobody else is working like this. I promise you that.
These boys are taking a full slate of classes. Many of them are in their first relationships. These kids persevere. It's like nothing I've ever seen. This team is coming together right now. All the hard work we've been through all comes down to this.
Give it up to Jesus!
God, Family, Football. New series streaming now. Part of Fox Faith on Fox Nation. Sign up at foxnation.com.
This is Power Slap. Power Slap is, well, exactly what it sounds like. It's a slap fighting league created by UFC president Dana White.
Welcome to Power Slap.
He saw the popularity of slap fighting videos on YouTube a few years ago and realized the potential.
My thing was, what if I did this the right way, did the right production, the right promotion, got it sanctioned? I bet this could be big. And it's the same thing that we said about the UFC when we started the UFC.
Well, I mean, people are watching. Exponential rates, too. I mean, you're up to, what, 7 billion?
7 billion views in 17 months.
Why do you think it is so popular?
It's exciting, it's thrilling, it's fun. Listen, people love contact sports. They just do. There's definitely going to be a segment of the population that doesn't like it and doesn't want to watch it. But there's 8 billion people in the world. The entire future is in streaming and on our phones. This thing was built on the internet. It was literally built on the internet. You could watch the same fight on the same channel at the same time all over the world. That's where this thing is headed. Now, I haven't said this publicly yet. This is the first time I've said it. I've said it internally many times. This will be bigger than the UFC.
You think?
No, I know.
We are here in Las Vegas at the Fontainebleau for the largest Power Slap event yet. Pretty soon, people will be filling these seats, but we are here for the prelims, which is when I will sit down with the president of Power Slap so he can tell me all about what is going to happen when the main card hits the stage.
This is our biggest venue we've ever been at so far. It's going to hold 3,000 tonight, completely sold out.
That's a lot of people.
The event experience is one of a kind. It's sort of like a party in here.
This is quite the production.
First fight's up.
Okay, right here?
Yeah, first row.
First row.
We have come a long way since Power Slap 1.
Oh, we certainly have. It's going to be another tremendous night.
Right now, you're getting an exclusive look because we haven't opened doors yet for the live event. We call these the early prelims. It's going to be a unique experience because there's watching the slap fights with no crowd and then watching the slap fights with a full crowd and the full party going on. So the other angle here is sports betting, and we have a full betting station outside today where you can place your bets right before you come into the arena.
It's a good thing it's in Vegas.
Look how close you are to the stage, so you're going to hear everything. Every slap is going to sound like a gunshot. You'll get all the entertainment, maybe a little sweat.
Oh, look at the redness. Look at the face.
That left side of the face turning red, starting to swell up just a little bit. Good, clean shot by Jules Scott.
Yeah, no flinch at all. He knows what he signed up for.
He is a strong boy now.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Oh. Just ate it. Just ate that slap. I mean, didn't even move.
Look at him.
Did not even move.
How far back can you wind up?
Really, as far as your body can take you.
Oh, man, that was a flinch. That was pretty bad.
You're not allowed to flinch, so you can't move
your head before the slap lands. You ever hear the saying, 2 for flinching?
Yes.
He gets hit again. If you flinch, there's no escaping. You get hit again.
Easier said than done, I'm sure.
Easier said than done, for sure.
Literally anybody can get into power slap.
Would you get up there?
No. No, I would not.
You know,
but I wouldn't fight in the UFC either.
There you go.
But you're looking at guys who are tough, have good chins, and have a competitive spirit. They like to go out and compete.
These are the toughest guys out there. The balls it takes to stand there, where your hands behind your back and get slapped by another man or woman, is huge.
Oh wait, so you don't have to wind up 3. You can surprise them.
1, 2, or 3. But you have to call it. You can't surprise them, but you have to call it. But you could do 1, 2, or 3, and you can switch it throughout. Now that's loud. So that's his ear cotton. So we make sure that they have cotton in their ears to avoid any sort of like eardrum issues.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it pops out.
It just popped across the stage. What other protective gear do they have?
Everybody gets a mouth guard. Really the key is the pre-fight medical testing. MRIs, MRAs, blood tests, physicals, EKGs, chest x-rays, everything.
They take safety seriously, but a sport based around getting slapped in the face repeatedly is obviously going to cause some controversy. Critics are quick to point out the risk of brain injuries.
When you do something new and do something different and something controversial, you have lots of naysayers, and you have all the people that tell you this is horrible and why it's not going to work. Went through the same thing with the UFC. People can't wrap their heads around that now, that it was actually worse for the UFC than it was for Power Slap.
Our health and safety record is impeccable. We actually have had no serious injuries. Every one of our CT scans after a fight have been negative. Honestly, the biggest injuries we've seen are someone tore their shoulder out, throwing a slap. Occasionally, if you miss, you might get a broken bone near your eye. But, we spend so much money and time on health and safety to make sure that these guys are good up there.
So the people who are there to catch them, that's if they get knocked out?
Yeah, so the catcher's job is primarily to avoid a second impact of the head to the canvas. If you get knocked down in boxing and you fall to the canvas, it's a double shot.
Tensed up to the max. Oh.
Oh, letting them hear it.
The Butcher.
Oh!
There it is. The first knockdown of the night.
5, 6, 7, 8.
The first slap that he landed, you could tell that he has not been hit like that before. You could just tell his reaction. No, clubbing.
Clubbing.
So now this fight's over.
So
2,000 and
clubbing is
3-round
because he
fight.
hit with his...
He landed too high.
Here's another look at the foul.
It was just all in all, just a really bad shot. Clubbed him, stepped him, pivoted.
Experience matters.
Clubbing is anything other than a permitted slap to the specific target area.
A legal slap is flat, open-handed shot to the side of the face. On the cheek, below the eye, but above the chin.
It might look like a free-for-all up there, but it's not.
Ooh, he moved his head before even the second slap.
And he still landed clean.
Flinching! Blue!
With any new sport, you have to have rules.
A coin toss before every fight determines who slaps first. In each round, the striker will deliver an open hand slap to the opponent's face.
They must use a flat, open hand to the cheek or a clubbing foul will be assessed. The feet have to be grounded, no pivoting or stepping. You must declare a hand and a number prior to the strike. For the defender, no chin tucking or flinching. Flinching is massive. It's possibly a point deduction. And a striker, well, they go again.
Both fighters have to stand in their zone with their feet parallel to one another. The defender has to keep their shoulders square, chin up, and both hands behind their back. The striker has rules too. Their feet have to stay in their zone and always touch the floor before the strike. At the start of the round, the striker has 30 seconds to deliver the slap. When slapped, you have 60 seconds to recover and get back into fight position.
It's the ultimate test of toughness.
In a lot of combat sports, there is a differentiation between accident and intentional.
Right.
I deem all of these fouls intentional because how am I supposed to know? You're throwing with intention.
Bordeaux got bloodied up with that last foul, I believe, coming out of that left nostril of his nose. He's wearing it.
Bro, that was solid. I know. Look at your nose. I love that. Go get you. I love it.
Please tell me we're rowing on that as the blood is dripping out of his nose. Simpson, I am your guy. How many of these have you been to?
This is my first one.
What's your impression so far?
I love it. I think that they are just great homegrown American people who want to go up there and just show what America's all about.
What similarities do you see between this sport and UFC?
Oh, there's zero similarities. This is like the hillbilly golden ticket.
This is an awesome experience, like overall. Who doesn't like to watch someone get slapped in the face?
You see such a wide variety of folks who want to see this sport. What are you looking for in the athletes that you sign on?
If you wanted to get into the UFC, you gotta train for 10 years in every single martial art on the planet. You have to be incredibly gifted athletes to make it into the top 10, and almost nobody becomes a UFC champion. In Power Slap, you're gonna see college football players that don't make it to the NFL. There's gonna be, celebrities like a Paige Van Zandt who's fought in other things, or YouTubers or whatever it might be. There's good money to be made here.
These guys are pumped. You can see the fire in their eyes.
Look at that stare.
1, 2.
Oh no, we got a knockout! We got a knockout! People are going crazy. It might be a TKO. He's getting up. Oh my God. This is what this sport is about. You can see the reaction from the fans.
When we first started the UFC, what helped our growth was when people would come to the live event. You never came to a UFC live event and walked out and said, yeah, I don't ever want to come to one of these again. And that's basically the same thing that Power Slap has.
I don't even know how to explain this sport. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before. Watching this online is so different also than being here in person, hearing the crowd, hearing the sound of the slap. It sounds like it just rings throughout the entire arena.
He's doing the Humpty Hump.
In your face.
There you go, Fern.
There are so many people here to watch Power Slap. The big event is going down right there on stage. And everyone is here for it. Look at these. Look, they're so excited.
Power Slap hasn't even been around for 2 years. And in case you're wondering how it got started, it was Dana White, just like the rest of us, seeing this slap fighting on the other side of the world, said, I might be able to make something of this. The guy that really caught his attention was only 5'9". He was 350 pounds. He was a pig farmer from Siberia. His name, Dumpling.
Dumpling was the first guy that I saw on social media, and I started to watch his videos. One of the videos had 350 million views back in 2017 on YouTube, which, at that time was like a Justin Bieber video. It had that many views, and I'm like, this is crazy.
Dumpling was a pig farmer.
100%.
If you ask me, or you ask AI, draw me a Siberian farmer, I think that's what they come up with.
He looks like one, doesn't he?
He does, but look at that wind up. Get ready. One and done. He's out for the count. They're counting.
Slapped.
He's fast asleep.
2 sleep.
Wow.
Dumpling comes from Siberia, a 1-slap knockout. The legend grows.
It is electric in here. We just watched Dumpling win by knockout. You can see the replay right now. The ripples in the face, just the eyes, the way they roll back. It is a brutal sport. You have to be so tough to do this. And to hear the crowd go wild when that moment happened, I mean, you can see why people thrive off of this kind of atmosphere.
We paid Dumpling in cash and goats. I don't know how much goats cost.
Pigs?
In Siberia, we had to buy him some goats, 3 or 4 goats he wanted.
Oh my goodness. Maybe everyone should get into this sport.
Apparently, goats are big currency in Siberia.
Dumpling, you didn't even break a sweat because you won via knockout. I mean, how did you do it?
Всем привет, всем спасибо, что меня поддерживаете. Все, что еще сказать.
How do you train for something like this?
В принципе, я никак не тренируюсь, мы вот за 3 дня провели кемп и подготовились. Это просто так, от природы, наверное, дано.
All natural, okay, all natural. And I hear you're a pig farmer, and they might give you some pigs?
Да, Фрэнк обещал мне дать, купить свиней, либо как там, дать деньги на свиней, ну да. Было такое. Так что ждем бонуса. Но кроме свиней еще ждем бонуса, конечно.
They're about to take the stage, and you can just see the focus in their eyes. As they walk up, the crowd is going crazy. Who do you want to win?
Run it! Cowboy Cerrone rocking the red hair over the cowboy hat as well in support of Emmanuel Muniz.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Power Slap Welterweight Championship of the World.
The marker. Blackbird's power looks better each and every fight. Oh!
The wind-up, and you can, we're pretty far back, and you can hear the sound of the slap. Talk about the slap heard round the world.
Looks like he's got the bigger hands.
You can see the trash talk between the two.
Great shot.
Oh my gosh. Until you see the slow-mo, you really don't know what it's like. You can hear it, but then watching that slow-mo, the reaction, how they absorb that slap, oh my gosh. I'm stressed in between slaps, and I'm not even competing. I don't know how they're feeling.
3-0-1 coming in. Left
He's winding up. Oh! How do they not react at all? That one, Babyface had quite the wind up. Another wind up. Look at right in the eyes. He absorbed the slap and then looked him right in the eyes.
Just a wee bit high. It looked like a finger raked across the eye.
He's getting a little bit iced. He looks like he's fine, but his eye does not look fine.
Big reaction. Did he get any
grab in his eye?
The electricity is off the charts. Between slaps, it gets pretty quiet. I think people are processing what just happened. But then when the slap comes, the crowd screams.
Another good one.
Why do you think it is so popular?
It's exciting, it's thrilling, it's fun. People love contact sports. They just do. Whether it's football, it's hockey, it's boxing, it's MMA. There's definitely going to be a segment of the population that doesn't like it and doesn't want to watch it. But there's 8 billion people in the world. I hate golf. Doesn't mean other people shouldn't play it. Lots of people play it and they love it.
They get excited, they react with an ooh or an ah or that hurt, and it's so fascinating just analyzing what the audience is doing just as much as it is seeing them compete up there on stage.
The winner by split decision and new Power Slap Welterweight Champion of the World, Anthony Babyface Blackburn. Let's go, baby!
the night moves. You go from fight to fight to fight. The crowd stays engaged.
This match is 3 rounds in the Power Slap Women's Featherweight Division. Striking first, Jackie Cataline.
That helps generate power.
That was a forearm strike.
That was a clothesline.
That was a clothesline.
Declaring the winner by disqualification, Jackie the Hybrid Cataline.
Jackie, congratulations. How'd that feel?
I felt really good to get the win and to get smacked for the first time.
You wanted to get smacked.
It just feels better to know, yes, I can take a slap. I mean, obviously I'm a professional fighter, so I get punched, but you're able to move in MMA. And so I was a little bit nervous, like, oh, I'm just standing there and kind of letting her do it. Yeah, I felt fine. I didn't feel rocked at all. Everybody's like, oh, close your eyes when they're about to smack. So I was doing that, and then it kind of gave me anxiety. Like, I don't know when it's coming. I kind of wanted to watch it come. But yeah, I felt good.
How do you mentally prepare yourself to receive a slap?
I go out thinking I'm gonna beat everybody. And I feel like if you have that confidence, the nerves aren't as bad.
Right before the slap lands, are you thinking about nothing? Are you thinking, oh, this isn't gonna hurt? What are you telling yourself?
Honestly, it goes so fast, you don't really have time to think about anything.
Dana, that was crazy in there. How happy are you with how the night went?
It went well. You know, obviously this thing, there's still a work in progress. This is our first 3,500 seat venue, so it couldn't have been any more successful. When you look at what the ceiling is on businesses like this, the answer is 8 billion people. There's 8 billion people in the world. How many people can you sell this fight to? How many people can you get interested to tune in on a night and watch a fight?
Power Slap was an absolute success. We got more insight into what it takes to be one of these athletes. We were able to experience the atmosphere and the energy this crowd brought. And as you can see, they are stacking up the chairs behind me, which I think is our cue that it's time to go. Thanks so much for coming along with us on this behind the scenes look of Power Slap.